Once again, welcome to your session on digital marketing for career and business growth. My name is Pradeep Chopra, and I'm one of the co-founders and CEO at Digital Vidya. Depending upon your time zone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. And I really want to thank you for being part of this exciting session. Now, first, I want to begin by a quick introduction about myself and Digital Vidya. I started my entrepreneurial journey way back in the year 2000, and this is how we started our journey. And that was the time when, after graduating from IIT Delhi, we started our first venture after a year of job in TCS. And in that venture, 18 years back, when nothing else was working for us, when we were trying to promote our first product, accidentally digital marketing for us worked. And that through SU. And I will talk about that briefly. And since then, there wasn't been looking back. So within 3 years, we could create a global brand. Within 4 years, we could reach to almost $500,000 revenue. And digital marketing was the beginning, and I would say till last 18 years, the key reason for our success in everything we have done. Right now, that's a brief background about myself. Now, in this program today, I think this is relevant for three kind of people. If you are a student looking for creating a great career, if you are a professional looking at accelerating your growth, or if you're an entrepreneur looking at growing your business, then you would find this session relevant. And I believe you would belong to either of those categories. Right now, I want to brief you about our journey at Digital Vidya. So from October 2000 till November 2009, when we started Digital Vidya, we were using digital marketing as a user. We were consulting other companies as an agency. And in 2009, purely out of passion, we started Digital Vidya to help organizations and individuals like you learn and leverage digital marketing for your career and business growth. Now, from 2009 until November 2013, we used to do physical workshops, largely used to be social media marketing workshops. But in November 2013, we launched a digital marketing certification program. We partnered with vSkills, which is a Government of India initiative. And that's how our journey into the online digital marketing courses began. Then in October 2014, we completed 200 digital marketing training programs. That was another milestone. So I'm sharing some of the key milestones in this 9 years journey. November 2014, we partnered with Google. And in India, we are the only digital marketing training company to have this partnership with Google. Under this association with Google, there are around 15 of our program leaders who leads various kinds of digital marketing training programs. While Google has 3,000 partners, but all of those partners are the ones who spend money on Google AdWords, and that's why they are partners. We are also one of them, but this partnership about leading digital marketing training programs for Google's partners happened in 2014, and we are the only company to have this partnership with Google. May 2017, we partnered with Facebook to co-create a Facebook marketing certification program, which is now part of our CDMM program. Same year, we partnered with LinkedIn, and we created a content marketing module, which is part of our CDMM program. That's another certification which got added exclusively to our program. November 2017 last year, this should be 17, we celebrated our 8th anniversary. And this journey throughout, especially last few years, the cake we use represent the various changes in digital media. Next month, we'll be celebrating our 9th anniversary. And I believe going forward, sky is the only limit. And I'm sure we will see a lot more milestones which we are proud of. So that's a brief background about myself and Digital Vidya. Now, I want to quickly create with you, how is this going session to go? But before that, I want all of you to give an opportunity to introduce yourself. And how you are going to do that is through this poll. And I want every one of you to respond to this poll, right? I'm going to give you 15 seconds so that all of you could do that, and then we are going to move forward. And while you're doing that, I want to let you know that this session is going to be scheduled till 4:30. I'm assuming all of you have scheduled yourself to be part of that. And since there is a lot of content I want to cover, I would want you to make sure that you have chosen a place which is quiet, which is silent, so that you can maximize the value of time into this session, right? So, and most important, your value in this session is going to be a function of your participation. So engage in every possible interaction, right? Now I can see 78% of you have already voted. I'm going to do the reverse countdown for last 3 seconds so that every one of you could participate in this poll, right? So it's last 3, the final 2, and the ultimate 1. Great, thanks everyone. Here are the results. 8% of us are entrepreneurs, 29% are sales or marketing professionals, 10% are already into digital marketing, 29% are students, and 24% belong to other category like various other professionals category. So that's a very good mixture of people, and that will make this session even more interesting. Thanks everyone. Now we have introduced each other. We will now jump into the world of digital marketing. We will learn about some of the key digital marketing channels, followed by some of the interesting digital marketing case studies. I will give you live experience through these 2 exercises. One is on Google Analytics, another is on Facebook advertisement. Then I'll be walking you through exciting career opportunities in digital marketing industry in terms of what kind of salaries and roles people get, and most important, why to be part of this industry. Then I'll be giving you an overview of our flagship digital marketing master certification program. I have a surprise for you, and I will also, of course, give you sufficient time for active Q&A. Given all of you are on mute at this point of time, at any point of time, you have a question, input, or observation, please type in to your questions panel. If required, in the middle of the session, I will answer, but for sure, I'm going to answer all of your questions towards the end of this session, right? With that, let's jump into the world of digital marketing, and we will learn starting with some of the key digital marketing channels. And one of the key areas which we accidentally used for us 18 years back was search engine optimization. That happened, as early as 2000 to us. Then search engine marketing, or PPC, or Google AdWords, which are the other ones, which happened around 2003 for us. And I'll show you that live to help you differentiate between that. By the way, I am going to close this poll. Yeah, I am hiding these results, and I was sharing SEO and SEM. So when you search for a keyword like, say, SEO tool on a search engine like Google, you're going to see different sections of results. Like the top one and this one, which says ad, are a function of search engine marketing or Google AdWords or PPC advertisement. While the results after that, which are without ad, are SEO or organic results. Why is it called organic? Because you don't use any money to directly influence your rankings. While in case of SEM, you are paying to Google and you pay for every click. That's why it's called pay-per-click advertising. And both of them have their own opportunity and value. Now that's SEO and PPC. Then is social media marketing. And I'm sure each one of us understands social media well as a user. It includes using mediums like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, SlideShare to promote a product or a service. Then is email marketing. Now, even though you may think that today, because of so much spam, email marketing is ineffective, but trust me, even today, email marketing is one of the most profitable channels. And that is the reason we spend almost 3 to 4 weeks alone on email marketing. And it's an ocean in itself. Like, how do you get maximum percentage of your subscribers gets your mail in their inbox versus their spam box? How many people open? How many of them click? How many of them take an action, and measuring all of that? Another, which is very, very relevant and integral part of digital media, is inbound marketing, which includes various aspects like marketing automation, which includes how do you nurture your leads when you've got so that you can get higher conversions of it. And actually, inbound marketing helps you impact the entire customer funnel, and it helps you improve the performance of your other areas as well. And that is the reason why inbound marketing is so powerful and special. And we spend 4 weeks alone on inbound marketing. At the center of everything in digital is web analytics, which is an area of how do you measure and ongoingly, continuously optimize and improve the performance of your campaigns. right? So I'll give you something live and I want you to experience it yourself, right? So I will give you that exercise, but before that, let me give you an exercise about Facebook advertisement. Now, one of the biggest opportunities for Facebook advertisement is the level of targeting. Through Facebook ads, you can target people based on various parameters like age, location, gender. However, that can be done through a lot of other channels, but Facebook advertising allow you to target people based on lot of other interesting channels. And those channels includes like mobile device. You want to target people who are checking Facebook through a particular device. Only those should see your ad. That's possible. You want to target people who are currently traveling. That is even possible. Right now, I want to give you some exercise, but before that, let me show you something live. So in Facebook ads, I'll give you an opportunity. On the first screen, when I tell you, you can choose your objective and you can say traffic, and then you move forward. And that's where it gives you targeting opportunities. Now, number of people on Facebook can be huge, and I'm going to do this poll for you. And I want to ask you, how many users above 25 years are in India on Facebook? And I want all of you to answer to this question, even if you have no idea what the actual answer is, right? So you have 15 seconds to answer this question, and I'm going to give you this poll on. You have to tell me how many users above 25 years are in India on Facebook, right? So go ahead, guys. I'm going to wait for a few more seconds. I can already see 35% of you have already voted. And for any reason, if someone is not able to vote, you can type in your response. Right? Great. And to give better visibility of screen, I'm going to put my video off right now because that's not needed. And I will start that again. Now I can see 81% of you have already voted. Last 3 seconds, guys. It's 3, the final 2, and the last 1. Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. Here are the results. 4% of us said less than 25 million, 25% said 25 to 50, 27% 50 to 100, 24% to 100 to 250, and 20% said more than 250 million. Thanks, everyone. Let's check this number in real time. So this is Facebook's ad interface, as I shared. You choose your objective, and I give you an exercise. You can do the same. You choose traffic, and then you do continue. On the following screen, in real time, Facebook can tell you this number. Right, so this is a targeting opportunity, and then you can target and then see the number in real time, and that is what we want to check here, right? So I'll give you an opportunity to do that as well. When you do this, what you will have to do is first screen you say start, like maybe open my account. You don't have to share any payment details, and you say continue. On the first screen you choose targeting as an objective, and then you will reach to the screen where you can see in real time the number of people on Facebook in any given location, right? So the exercise for you here is you will have to tell me how many users above 25 years are in Facebook in Delhi. And this is here, I'll tell you how you do that. So here, if you see, there are targeting opportunities. So age, location, all of that is here, right? So India, for example, is there. Let's first check total number of users. 13 is the minimum age, and I've chosen everyone in India. And then the number you see here on the right hand side is the number I am talking about. So here, there you would see the number of people. Audience size is getting, loaded here. It's over 250 million. When you change like this, it is getting loaded. You change men, women, all of that, this number would change, right? So total number of users in Facebook in India is over 250 million. Now, what you have to do is, let me give you an exercise. You have to tell me, and this is a URL, how many users in terms of men who are on Facebook in India, in Delhi, say, for example, for this exercise. So I've shared this URL with all of you. You can check your questions panel. This is a shortened URL, bit.ly/dv-FBA. People who are on mobile may not be able to do, or anyone else who may not be able to do, just note down this URL so that you can do this later. And once you get a number, you type in your response in the questions panel, right? So the question again is number of men above 25 years in Delhi on Facebook. And those of you who are not able to do it, you can just follow me here. So instead of India, for example, I can choose Mumbai, right? For the sake of this exercise, others are doing for Delhi. And 25 is the age I will choose, and men is a gender I will choose. then the number here on this size would change. And that is a number is what I'm referring to. And whatever number you see there, in your case, I want you to with me. In case of Mumbai, it is getting lower, it should be around 65 lakhs. For Delhi also, that should be the number you should see, right? So guys, you have 30 seconds to do this exercise, and others who are not able to do for any reason, just note down this URL. And let me see some of your responses. Once I have got that, I will then move forward, right? So I hope all of you got this URL. I hope all of you understood the exercise. For any reason, if you have any question about that, feel free to type in here. I'll be happy to answer any question around this. You have to tell me men 25 years and above in Delhi, right? Right, guys? Then we will do a next exercise on web analytics. But before that, I want to give you some time to do this, right? Okay. So here, for example, I have chosen Mumbai. I can choose other city, and then this number would change. Like it is the audience size is the estimated number of people you can reach out to, and that number varies. Right now, it's I think probably taking some time to get it loaded here, but I believe many of you should get it probably quicker. There are a lot of people who are on this session right now. Yeah, Shabin, I have provided a link to all of you. Let me share that again. That link I am sharing with all of you. It is bit.ly/dv-FBA. Right? Okay, guys, have you got this result? How many men above 25 year in Delhi on Facebook? Here you should see a number. The number should be close to 65 lakhs, right? Okay, anyone else wants to share it? Any other response? Any question about this? If you have, feel free to ask me before we get into the Google Analytics exercise. How to get audience option in AdSense? Yeah, so in ad set, yeah. So audience is basically targeting, right? You want to choose custom audience. There are a lot of ways. Of course, we can spend full day and actually number of days on that. But I want to give you with this option. Yeah. So the Yuvraj had shared the link. You go to that link and then follow the instructions I had shared. You choose your targeting objective, marketing objective as traffic, and then you do continue, and then you will reach to the screen, right? Okay, guys, note down this URL in case you are not able to reach to find us. Say that's perfectly fine. Now I want to give you a second exercise about Google Analytics or Web Analytics. As I shared, Web Analytics is a way to measure and improve the performance of your campaigns. And to do that, Google Analytics is one of the most effective and freely available tools. And this is a URL for this exercise I'll shortly share. What you have to do is, it is a demo account. That URL will take you here. And then you click on Access Demo Account. And when you do that, it will open a new screen. And on that screen, you will be able to see real-time data about one of the properties managed by Google to tell you what level of capabilities interface or Google Analytics. I'm sharing this URL with all of you. You can follow the instructions I had shared. So you will come here, it will take you to analytics page, and on analytics page, you will see in real time. So have all of you got this URL? While this is loading, can you all confirm? So once you click on or reach out to this link, it will take you here. You click on Access Demo Account. It will then load this data on analytics.google.com, opening this page where you can see in real time the data about a particular store on Google's some aspect, right? So guys, I hope all of you are able to get that. And there you can see real time number of people on Google Analytics through a particular site, all of that data you can get, right? So those of you who are able to reach, can you all confirm that? Can all of you just confirm? Right? Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a few more seconds. This is a URL, and then we will move forward, right? Okay, so a couple of more seconds, guys. Yeah. Yes, guys, a couple of more seconds. confirm me that? Right, guys? Did you get? Can all of those who got this, can you all confirm that? Yeah, I was just changing my network, guys. For a few seconds, you might not have heard me, but that's perfectly fine. It should be working fine for all of you now. Right? So you got this link. So here you got this, right? So I've shared the link. Okay, Rajiv, thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you for your confirmation. So when you click on this, it takes you to analytics. There under real time, click on overview. Then it tells you real time data. And that is what I was referring to. Right, great. So can we move forward? Can some of you just confirm that we can move forward? Yeah, I'm waiting for your confirmation, guys. Okay, Rajiv got it. Can others confirm? Yeah, Ashita, perfect. And again, you can note down this URL, right? So I've shared this URL with all of you. Post this session, you can spend as much time on this, right? So those are the two exercises I want you to do. Now I want to show you some real life examples. First area I want to talk to you about is remarketing. Now, all of you would have experienced it. Some of you may be aware about it. Let me share with you a personal experience. We've been doing digital marketing training programs for last almost 9 years. As I shared, we've been doing various programs at various organizations and institutions. In the past, we were to do a program for IIM Raipur, and we were to travel for that workshop from Delhi to Raipur. And we were looking at goibibo.com because I had a lowest price for the ticket. But on the final page of the price, there were some additional rupees asked. So it was Indigo Airlines. So we did not complete that transaction and we exited goibibo.com. Now, within few seconds of exiting goibibo.com, when we were browsing various other websites, we saw this ad. Now, if you notice, this ad is from Goibibo, Delhi to Raipur. But what is special to notice is there was special 700 rupees discount, which was available through this ad, not on their website. So they were retargeting us in real time. Not just that, even on Facebook, Delhi to Raipur, goibibo.com. So I'm sure all of you would have experienced this, that you visit a website, then you exited that, various other websites, you see an ad from the previous site you visited. So remarketing or retargeting allows you to reach out to your audience who had visited you earlier, but did not take an action you wanted them to take. So it can help you significantly increase your visit to lead or even lead to sale conversion. You might have experienced the same with Digital Vidya as well, right? Now, knowing that how it works, you would be able to see more of it, right? So you visit a website and then you are followed by that website through a personalized ad. Now, one more example of a business called OnePlus. They were promoting OnePlus 3T. Sania Mirza, their brand ambassador, she tweeted this. Not really a techie, but totally love using OnePlus 3T. But she did not realize that her tweet carried this tag, Twitter for iPhone. So she was using OnePlus 3T and was using iPhone. So that was a very, very embarrassing situation. And how do a brand respond in that situation is the world of online reputation management. So that's called ORM. People who understands areas like SEO, analytics, social media in digital marketing, this is one of the roles you get to play. So I wanted to share this example to help you visualize what kind of role you may be playing in digital marketing industry, right? Let's move forward. Then this is an example of a very interesting business called Fassos, which is into selling roll kebabs. In the past, they had launched a system called Tweet to Order, which allows their customer to order from them on Twitter. Very similar example would be Domino's. You call Domino's from your phone number. Domino's may already know your name and address. Likewise, if you have registered with Twitter, using your Twitter ID with Fassos, along with your Twitter ID when you registered, you will share your phone number, name, and address. Once you have registered, what would you need to do to order? You will just have to tweet. So you will say @Fassos 4 kebabs. That's it. Right now, I want all of you to share on the questions panel what are the advantages of this system. One for Fassos and second for you as a customer or user. So can you all type in what all advantages you can think of for this system called Tweet to Order for you as Fastsource customer and for Fastsource as an organization. So I'm going to give you a few seconds for you to type in your response on the questions panel, and then I'm going to move forward. And while you're doing that, I want to let you know that the system was being built by one of our program leaders who leads the social media marketing module of our program. And that's how we got to know more about Fastsource success in using this. Rajiv says fast ordering, sure. It saves time, Sandeep says. Anupam says resource minimize. Yeah, they don't need to have even a single phone line. They can take as many concurrent and documented orders. Rajiv says quick and easy to use. Arun says ease of placing the request. Yuvraj says ease to order, save on operational cost, word of mouth publicity. Yeah, by the way, this is one of the best examples of word of mouth marketing. When you are ordering from Twitter for Fastsource, you are letting your network know about them. Rahul says no need of another app. Yeah, you don't have to share even your details again. Sandeep says no need for using telephone. Parul says saves time. Sure, Atul says time saving for customer and for Fastsource knowing the customers. Yes, they can get to know a lot about their customers. So much customer insights. Nevia says increased traffic. Anupam says online reputation. Yeah, they can build their brand. Gurpreet says it is beneficial for both. Roshan says audience engagement. Prakhar says ease of order. Ashita says for the customer escaping the ambiguity of going through the menus of food, etc. Gadirpati says real-time order management. Fazal says time saving. Ashita, perfect. Thanks, guys. Glad to see so much engagement happening. And this had helped Fastsource increase their sales over 10%. Now, Twitter being so simple can be used in a lot of interesting ways, right? Got it, Sureka, Abhi, Neha. Thanks, everyone. Let's move forward. Now, I want to walk you through the most relevant part, which is career opportunities in digital marketing industry. We've been part of this industry for almost 18 years, as I shared, and since last 9 years almost, we've been running Digital Vidya and helping organizations and individuals grow in their career and business. Now, one of the most interesting parts of career in digital marketing is the kind of work you do. I had created this cartoon long time back, and it's still valid. It's like if you're working in digital marketing industry, someone asks you, is Facebook allowed in your office? You would proudly be able to say, that's my work. I'm being paid for it. Like, imagine spending time on Facebook becomes your job, right? That's true for everyone in our marketing team, a lot of people in Digital Vidya. Now, there are three kinds of job opportunities you can choose. One is you can work with a digital marketing agency. An agency is a company which works with multiple clients, so it helps you get more broader or external exposure. You work with multiple clients, multiple projects. Or you can work with an individual brand or a company, say like Naukri, Dabur. There you go more deeper. Or a platform or a tool provider like Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter. Now, depending upon your experience in digital marketing, your work experience otherwise, your skills, education background, you get different titles and salary. Someone who may not be even a graduate starts as a digital marketing executive with 0 to 1 year experience, gets anywhere between 1.5 to 4 lakh salary. Then you move to a digital marketing specialist role with 1 to 3 years experience, get anywhere between 2 to 6 lakh salary. Then to a team lead, to a strategist or analyst, to a digital marketing head with 5 to 10 year experience and get anywhere between 10 to 30 lakh salary. Now, this is already huge. And people who come from exceptional education background, exceptional knowledge and skills about digital marketing, even in India, gets 1 crore plus salary as well. And as I shared earlier, given this industry is growing so fast, the early mover would always have the best advantage. That is the reason why today is the best time to be part of this industry. Now, before we get into that surprise active Q&A and any other questions you may have and that interesting part, I want to walk you through the opportunity of learning digital marketing through us. So as I shared, as most of you be aware, we offer a certified digital marketing master certification program. It's a live instructor-led online program. Now, these are the 3 upcoming batches. We have a Saturday batch, a Sunday batch, and Tuesday and Thursday evening batch. For Tuesday and Thursday is 8 to 9:30 p.m. For Saturday and Sunday is 10 to 1:30 p.m. So Tuesday and Thursday is 1 batch combined. That's why it is 1.5 hours each. The duration of this program is 3 or 6 months, depending upon how you choose. I'll shortly talk about that. The curriculum of this program comprises of over 240 learning hours. There are 6 core modules which I had shared with you, the core channels in digital. And as I shared, we spend anywhere between 3 to 5 weeks on each of these modules individually. There are lots of specialization modules like Facebook marketing, which is an almost 3-week course created with Facebook content marketing, creating exclusively with LinkedIn, affiliate marketing, freelancing in digital marketing, and a lot more. You also get exclusive access to our industry interaction sessions in the form of experts plugged in. There are maximum of 30 seats in each batch. That's why there are last few seats available for these 3 upcoming batches. Individually, you can do individual modules as well. And if you do one by one, you will actually end up paying over 1 lakh rupee. Now, earlier, when Facebook marketing was a separate module, it was not part of CDM program, we had a special fee of 69,502, including GST. But for right now, Facebook marketing is part of our program. We have an exclusive fee of 58,882 rupees. You get a lot of special privileges in this program, including 80,000 word digital marketing tools free. Now, you also get exclusive certifications like vSkills, Facebook, LinkedIn certifications. Now, these are the tools which are paid tools which you get as part of this program. Like you get different duration access to this different tools. Like there is an SEO tool, there is a social media paid tool, there is SEM or PPC, there is a landing pages optimization, web hosting, push notifications, and more. Now, in this program, this is roughly the ratio of hands-on component. 60% of the program is practical assignments, exercises, and projects. Now, the kind of people who have been part of our programs, I will give you a sense about that. A lot of people want to do really well in their career, including going outside India. Like Kanchan, Raj, Harun are doing very well in Dubai. They were part of our program. Then people who get regularly placed in India, like she got placed in VLCC with 7 lakh package. Because there are people from other countries, I am putting equivalent amount in dollars as well. Then a lot of very, very senior people like VP Media, Star TV, the director of Microsoft was participant of our program. A lot of celebrities like RJ Simran was part of our program. Entrepreneurs, Travel Triangle founding team was part of our program. It helped them successfully leverage digital marketing. They have raised over $10 million and doing really, really well. Of course, a lot of freelancers like DP Vishwakarma became freelancing in digital marketing. Today he earns over 1 lakh a month. Then lots of students. Charvi Manoj working in Chell, which is one of the largest digital marketing agency. Manoj working in CA. So those are kind of people who do this program or learn digital marketing. The kind of companies where our participants work, including almost every kind of company you can think about, including Google, Accenture, LinkedIn, Yahoo. Of course, we hire people. There are right now 4 people in our team who are part of our program. Now, this program helps you get various certifications, including certificate of completion of the 6 core modules. Then you get a certificate of completion of the entire program. Once you take your vSkills exam, you get a joint certificate from Digital Vidya and vSkills. Now, this is another exclusive certification by Facebook and Digital Vidya, which is part of the program. Another content marketing exclusive certification with LinkedIn, which you get. Now, this program also helps you prepare and pass for various other industry certifications, like HubSpot inbound marketing certification, 7 of the Google AdWords certification, a Google Analytics certification, right? Now, I want to share one very important element, why this program is delivered online. So as I shared, until November 2003, we are doing all of our programs in an instructor-led online fashion. There are multiple reasons. One, you don't miss even a single session. You could be traveling anywhere in the world. Even if you miss, you get recording of every session. You can attend from the comfort of your place. You save a lot of precious time and money because you don't have to travel. You're always connected with your participants and program leaders because everything is online, not just the live session. Even between 2 live sessions, when you do assignments, exercises, you get access to a learning management system through which you get access to other people. Since there are people from different locations, diversity of the batch will enrich your program. But the biggest reason is this. As this program got expanded to over 15 modules, we realized we would need 15 program leaders, and getting even 5 practitioners in even a single series is impossible. That was the reason why I completely switched to instructor-led online programs in November 2013. And since then, we are only doing instructor-led online programs. There are over 31,000 people being trained. And right now, at any point of time, over 1,500 participants in our program. Right now, before we move forward, give you that surprise and get into active Q&A, I'm going to launch this final poll about you expressing your interest in starting this journey with us. I'm going to give you a few seconds so that you could answer that, and then we are going to move forward. And while you're going to answer to this poll, I'm going to answer a couple of standard questions which are being asked so that those questions are answered for you right now. Of course, we are shortly going to get into active Q&A, that surprise. and you will be welcome to ask any kind of question you may have. Right, so couple of questions, or actually I can see a lot of you who have asked this question about what is the opportunity of digital marketing for anyone who has no idea about digital marketing. Like you've asked, I don't know anything in digital marketing. Would this be, sufficient for me? So great question, guys. When you start this journey with us, we don't assume any knowledge about digital marketing. So there is no prerequisite when you start. Likewise, some of you had asked a question that I don't know technology. Guys, this is digital marketing. Fundamentally, it's marketing. You don't need to know anything in technology except HTML, which takes around 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours, and we'll take care of that. Otherwise, you don't need to know any aspect of technology to be part of this program, right? Now, many of you had asked a question that, I want to do this program in 3 months. How can I do that? Sure. So as I shared, you can do this program in 3 months. For that, what will you have to do is, you will have to choose 2 of the modules, like Saturday and Sunday batch, or say a weekend and a weekday batch. Of course, that would require around, other than the time for live sessions, around 4 to 8 hours of time for every week for doing assignments and exercises. So if you can spare that much time, so roughly, 10 to 14 hours every week, you're welcome to choose that accelerated mode. Around 45% of our audience chooses that accelerated 3 months mode. You will get everything same, including, certification support, etc., placement support, and all of that. And the fees would also remain the same. So there is no difference other than you will be doing faster, right? So I hope that question is also answered. So Parul had asked, is Google AdWords not included? So Parul, search engine marketing is the entire module about Google AdWords, right? So PPC, SCM, Google AdWords are all same, right? Great. Now, some of you had asked the question that I'm a student, what time should I start? Guys, as a student, you are anyway spending so much time on this medium. The earlier you use that time to your advantage, if you're looking at building a career, the better it is. And I'm sharing this based on our experience with students in almost every kind of stream, including IIM graduates who are part of our program. Right, I hope that question is also answered. Guys, I can see 74% of you have already voted. I'm going to wait for another few seconds so that you could answer this poll, and then we are going to move forward. And as I'm doing that, I am going to answer a couple of questions which are already being asked. Like Rahul had asked, I'm doing engineering last year, but not interested in my subjects. So is it worth doing it? Sure, Rahul. By the way, I am an engineer myself, right? As I shared, I graduated from IIT Delhi. And a lot of engineers are part of digital marketing. One of the reasons is because of their analytical skills. And if you know technology, of course, you can play a dual role. But as I shared earlier, technology is not required to become successful in digital marketing, right? So I hope that question is also answered. If you have any more question about that, I'll be happy to answer that, right? By the way, 83% of you have already voted. Now, before we get into active Q&A and that surprise, I'm going to do the reverse countdown for last 3 seconds so that all those people who have still not voted to vote, whatever your interest is, even if you're not interested, perfectly fine, let us know that. And from personally, my experience, I can say that many of the times we come across opportunities in life and we say, one day I will take care. And most of the time that one day never comes. If I had not chosen to start our own venture without any support, I wouldn't think I would have become that, right? So that's why I would suggest that if you believe that digital marketing can help you grow in their career, choose a specific area and then move forward, right? So last 3 seconds, guys. It's 3, the final 2, and the ultimate 1. Great, thanks everyone. Now, I'm going to talk about that surprise. So in digital marketing, one of the areas which is becoming even more popular is mobile app marketing, which is how do you promote a business through mobile application. Now, our CDMM program used to include area about mobile app marketing to an overview level. It still includes to a certain more extent, but many of our participants requested that if we could do an advanced course on that, that would be useful. So we launched an advanced course on mobile app marketing, which is otherwise priced at 14,000 rupees, including GST. And this is a surprise for all of you. If you register into CDMM today by 7 p.m. and you pay the special fee, which is already 58,000 as a full fee, you get this exclusive access to mobile app marketing without paying this 14,000 rupees. right? So that's exclusively available to all of you if you register by 7 p.m. by paying your full fee of the program. This is a URL, which is a URL for our CDMM course page. I am just sharing again with you, and you're welcome to use this to register yourself by 7 p.m. Of course, if you are in touch with me, one of my colleagues, you want to take support in registration, you're welcome to reach out to them. They'll be happy to support you and help you move forward. But make sure, since this program is offered in exclusive association with Zscale like Facebook, it is important that you register by this time for us to be able to give you that exclusive access to this program, right? Now, we'll get into active Q&A. And you're welcome to ask any question you may have about digital marketing, and I'll be happy to take on your questions. Now, there are two ways you can ask your questions. One is you can raise your hand, and I'll be happy to unmute you. And you can ask me question live on the microphone, or as you have been doing earlier, you can type in your questions in the question panel. Of course, there are a lot of questions which are being asked. I'll be happy to answer that, and I'll be happy to take care of all of them. I'll answer all of them, right? So don't worry about that. And by the way, since there is not much content, I can open my video as well, right? So I've started my video again, guys. You will see a different background now. I had changed the location. Right, guys, so you want to ask this question on the microphone, you can raise your hand. I'll be happy to answer that. Yeah, Arun, that's possible. You can speak to my colleagues. Yeah, but otherwise for mobile app marketing, that's a condition being put by our partners, right? So that's a condition. You will have to pay in full if you want to get access to mobile app marketing. So I can see Prakhar, Arun, Roshan, Sandeep who have raised hand. And I'm going to start with Prakhar. Prakhar, I'm going to unmute you. Yes, Prakhar, you can ask your question. Prakhar, did you raise your hand to ask the question, or you might have raised your hand earlier? If you don't have, that's perfectly fine, because I believe some of you had raised your hand earlier, right? Okay, Prakhar, looks like that's a case with you. I am moving to Kanav. Kanav, I am unmuting you. Yes, Kanav, you are on mute at your end. Can you unmute yourself? On this GoToWebinar control panel, you will see an option to unmute you. Yes.
Yeah, I have unmuted myself. So my question is that I'm from sales and marketing background. I'm working with a FMCG company from the past 7 years. So
Okay.
is it the right time for me to start a career in digital marketing? Basically, I want to move abroad after 3 to 4 years, and in abroad it's a very high scope there. In Australia or in Canada. So that's why I want to learn digital marketing. So is it a right move for me?
Great question, Kanav. I'm putting you on mute. And since there are other similar questions about opportunity of digital marketing based on your profile and based on your years of experience, I have this slide which will answer, Kanav, your question and question of a lot of other people, right? So let's follow me for a minute, and this would answer that. So job or profile based opportunity for digital marketing. Let's look into one by one. If you are from marketing, which includes media, PR, advertising, given digital marketing is an integral part of marketing today, you don't have a choice if you want to stay in career and grow in your career. So content, media, PR, journalism, advertisement, you don't have a choice but to learn digital marketing. Then if you are from sales, like Karnav, you said, now salespeople can use digital marketing for their existing profile as well. That's one of the reasons lots of salespeople do our program. Like as a salesperson, you may not be managing your company's presence on digital media, but you want to generate more leads, convert more leads, leverage existing customer relationships. All of that could be done in a better way if you know digital marketing. Now, another reason for salespeople learning digital marketing could be you want to expand your profile. Many of the companies allow salespeople to play a role in marketing. That is one of the reasons at senior level we would see profiles like VP sales and marketing. That's another reason you may want to learn digital marketing. Now there are another two common reasons of learning digital marketing for any profile, and I'll shortly come to that. Then if you are in IT, now within IT there could be design and development. Given most of the design and development work today is happening related to digital, you have to learn digital marketing. Or you may be in IT services where you may be doing project management, working with your clients. Given a lot of IT services work today is around digital transformation, again, digital marketing is relevant for you to grow. Now, here I would say, if you are into any other profession, including HR uses digital marketing for hiring, employer engagement. But if you are from any other background, like accounting, finance, there are some common reasons to learn digital marketing. One, you may have an entrepreneurial dream. Some point of time you want to become an entrepreneur. This may help you fulfill that dream. Or you may want to do freelancing. You may want to be remaining in your full-time job as it is, but you want to earn as a freelancer. Given digital marketing can be executed remotely, that's another big opportunity of learning digital marketing. Right, so those are the reasons why any professional wants to learn digital marketing. Now I want to answer this question based on years of experience. If you are a student or a fresher, as I shared, the earlier you acquire the skill, the better it is. And I'm sharing this based on our experience with even IIM graduates. Then if you are any professional with up to 2 years experience, then it is possible to shift and switch your career, switch your profile as well, because 2-3 years even up to is not too much. But if you had many years of experience, like 5 years in accounting, finance, then I would say you should not look at switching your profile. Like Kanav, for you, 7 years in sale, instead of looking at directly becoming a digital marketer, because you would still be treated as a fresher in digital marketing. You should look at various other reasons I shared. Can you expand your profile? Like maybe getting into marketing as well, like you play a dual role. Can you do sales job much better? You may want to become an entrepreneur, or you may want to do freelancing, right, Kanav? And of course, for others, I hope this answered a lot of questions. Kanav, if you have any follow-up question, you can ask me now. I've unmuted you again.
Yeah, basically, sir, the thing is that after 3 to 4 years, I'm planning to move abroad. Few of my relatives might be necessarily settled there, so I am planning to settle abroad after 3 to 4 years. And
Right,
digital marketing has very, very big scope in abroad. So that's
right,
why, sir, I want to start my career as a digital marketer,
right.
even
So,
as a
Kanav,
fresher. Yeah.
since you have 7 years experience in sales, right now, if you apply as a fresher in
Yes.
digital marketing, you would get much lower salary because you would be still a fresher. So as I suggested, you should look at learning digital marketing for all the reasons I shared. Expand your profile. Maybe you get into sales and marketing as a dual role. Do your sales profile even better. You start using digital marketing in your sales profile. You will get into some freelancing engagement as well. And as you get more hands-on experience in digital marketing, then at some point of time you can play like account management role in a digital marketing agency. There your sales and business development experience along with digital marketing experience could become useful. There are a lot of global digital marketing agencies across the world. So those kind of opportunities would be open for you, Kanav. Right, Kanav? I hope it answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for guiding me, sir.
Welcome.
Thanks for your guidance.
Welcome. I am moving to Anupam. Anupam, I am unmuting you. You can ask your question. Yes, Anupam. You have a question? I have unmuted you, or you might have raised your hand earlier, right, Anupam?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi,
Hi.
Pradeep.
Yeah, hi.
So, thank you for this presentation. It was very nice. And so, I had
Welcome.
this basic question. Like, I am also having a good experience of about 10 years, and
Okay.
so objective-wise, I'm very clear that I don't want to move my job, or I don't want to switch to another industry.
Okay.
The basic requirement that I had is I want to do freelancing because I've been doing it for some other parts as well. So I want to
Okay.
move into digital marketing. So what's your take on this? I mean, is gonna be fruitful, or what's the future of this? And in your curriculum, do you have any specific sessions wherein you explain people that if you want to do freelancing, how the person should move?
Sure. I got your question, and as I had said earlier, you look at our curriculum details. Let me keep the screen on. So you will notice we have a freelancing in digital marketing as one of the specialization modules. Now, given digital marketing can be executed remotely, like you don't need to be physically present to execute digital marketing, there are significant opportunities as freelancer in digital marketing. And by freelancer in digital marketing, that means you will be doing digital marketing for someone else. You may be doing SEO for someone else. You may be doing social media marketing. You may be doing PPC, Google AdWords. You may do as a combination. You may do as a group of people. You may launch your own agency as well. Like there are lots of people. Like I gave you an example of DP Vishkarma, one of the freelancers. He, I think, graduated from his college just 3 years back, Around 1.5 years back, he did our course, and today he earns over 1 lakh rupee per month as a freelancer. He does SEO largely for other companies in India and outside India. There are a couple of our participants who run their own agency. So there are large teams agency they are running. Right, so Anupam, that's very much possible. Of course, your knowledge about digital marketing has to be even better when you're doing for someone else, but definitely freelancing and digital marketing is a great opportunity. Right, Anupam, I hope it answered your question. Right, Anupam, you are on mute. Can you just confirm to me? Right. Great, Anupam. Thank you. Let me move to Renuka. Renuka, I'm unmuting you. You can ask your question.
Hi. Hello.
Yes, Renuka, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I joined late. So can you just? I have the experience of automation testing into software testing of around 6 years. I started my startup, but failed to get the clients. So, can you explain me how digital marketing with IT is helpful in the business?
Okay, so your objective is to, by the way, I'm putting my video off. Do you want to use digital marketing for your startup to grow, or you want to get into a job?
Right now. I'm thinking of another startup. When I get the funding in maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1 year.
Okay.
So into IT itself. But can you direct me how digital marketing is proven to get the client database or improve the client database?
Sure. So we will be, by the way, sharing with you the recording of this session. You can cover the initial part which you missed. Now, if you look at fundamentally, what's the objective of digital marketing? It is to help you reach out to your customers, acquire them, engage with them, retain them, get word of mouth, etc. Whether you are in IT or FMCG, your target audience is on this medium, right? So
Yes.
you want to acquire customers for software testing or any other IT related business, digital marketing is significantly used today to get customers. That is the reason it is very critical for any business today, because your target audience is on mediums like Facebook, LinkedIn. For IT, LinkedIn is going to be more relevant than Facebook, which is likely to be more relevant for an FMCG business, right?
Yes.
I hope it helped
Yes.
you, Renuka. We spent,
Yes.
of course,
Yes.
6 months doing that, right? Thanks, Renuka.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking that
Thank you.
question. You're welcome. Now I'm moving to Arun. Arun, do you have a question for me? Arun, you are on mute at your end. Yes, Arun.
Hi, Pradeep.
Arun?
It was an excellent session. Can you hear me, Pradeep?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Arun.
Thanks a lot. It was an excellent session, at least for an amateur like me. How about me? I have been in the industry of sales and marketing for 20 years now. So
Okay.
specifically, the idea of me exploring this particular area was I have been a professional now. I'm a wealth manager,
Okay.
and how do I use the skill sets which are available or the tools which are available to increase uh, the client management, client engagement,
Mhm.
and so on and so forth. So I
Got
just
it.
wanted to this session, of course, it was an eye opener for me. Also, it was very primitive to that extent in terms of the information which was given. I
Sure.
could completely see. I have read Robert Cialdini's book Influence, and I could see very clearly the kind of concepts which have been used. Kudos to your team. I think you have just digested the entire marketing insights. Good to see that.
Got it, Arun. So great. Glad to see your interest after so many years of work experience in other field. So as I shared earlier to Renuka, for example, if you are in wealth management, right, you want to target people who are maybe HNIs, who may be otherwise, who are interested in having someone who can manage their wealth. And all of these people, for sure, are active on digital media, including
Hmm.
LinkedIn, including Google, including email, including Facebook. Now, if you want to reach out to them, One thing is, of course, you do offline using your relationship, using your network, which you may continue to do. But
Correct.
using social media like channels like LinkedIn, it can be done in a far effective and a scalable way. For example, I'll give you something live, by the way, guys, I want you to, while I'm answering this question, you need to spare 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes actually. This is about a feedback about this session. Of course, we still have almost 30 minutes. I'm going to be here till 4:30, but I would suggest while I'm answering question, if you can spare 2 minutes to answer, this poll about this session, that would be really great. Yeah. So sorry. Coming back to your question, Arun. For example,
Yes.
if you look at a channel like LinkedIn, if you use LinkedIn really well, it is a gold mine. And I'm sharing my own channel. Like I have a network of, I'll show you live rather than just telling conceptually. I have a network of 30,000 people. That's a maximum. I've spared 28 just to be able to add more. There are invitations 7,400 left. So
Wow.
29,900 people connected on LinkedIn to me, and 7,000 are waiting for. I cannot accept because there's a limit of 30,000. Now I can use it in multiple ways, and it is built over a period of time. It's not built overnight, but this is a gold mine for professional growth. Likewise, and this is just one channel, right? You can use advertisements, you can use Facebook ads, you can use Google, you can use Twitter. Like I have 10,000 followers on Twitter. That can be used significantly, and I have been using it in multiple ways in professional career. Like I've got so many international engagements on Twitter, etc. Right? So there are multiple channels, and of course, like I have 10,000 followers, right? So that's what we do. We spend almost 6 months helping you master those areas so that you can grow in your business or your career, right? And of course, today's session was too less time for me to get you into the depth of doing it, but I hope it helped you to get a sense of what is possible, right, Arun?
Absolutely, Pradeep. Got it.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Arun. Great, guys. What I'm going to do, by the way, there are lots of questions I can see. There are actually too many of them. So let me do this. Let me answer your questions. By the way, I can put my video again on so that you have more live experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read your questions which are being asked in the questions panel, and then I'm going to answer one by one, right? So you will have to give me a few seconds because your questions are hidden between your other responses, but I'm going to answer every question, right? So let me go back from the beginning, and then I will be going to answer it. So Anupam, I hope your question about freelancing is answered. Yuvraj had asked a question, do we also cover digital marketing strategy and budget estimation? Yes, absolutely, Yuvraj. We have a specialization module on integrated digital marketing strategy. While for every channel we talk about ROI, we talk about budgeting, estimation, all of that, we do have a specialized session on integrated digital marketing strategy. Parul had asked, Google AdWords is not included. Parul, as I answered earlier, SCM, PPC, Google AdWords is all part of that. There are other specialized sessions as well, which help you prepare for 7 of the Google AdWords and 1 Google Analytics certification as well. Rahul, your question about engineer becoming a digital marketer would have been answered by now, as I shared. Raja, I hope your question about freelancing is answered, since many of you had asked. Atul, that was your question as well. Kanav, yes, we will be having that. You can speak to my colleagues. They'll be happy to share the details, and they'll be happy to take care of your registration and participation. Sunil asks, I'm new in digital marketing field. Then what can I do first? Sunil, as I shared earlier, you don't need to know anything before you start this journey with us about digital marketing. We start from the beginning, right? But for you to be able to successful, you need to the depth of various areas. That's why the whole curriculum is designed in such a way. Shabin says, this will help in market research, also placement. I'm from Bangalore. Shabin, I hope your questions about the opportunity of digital marketing based on profile and years of experience would have been answered. Yes, market research companies today significantly use digital marketing for various aspects, including doing core market research. A lot of market research is today done online using channels like social media, because a lot of data is physically available, online, publicly available. Otherwise, their ability to reach out to relevant audience to do that, which otherwise takes a lot more efforts and resources offline, can be done in far better way. Right? Mr. KB had asked a question, what is the term crawl in search engines? So for benefit of all, crawling is, search engines show your website in search results. Like if you search for Digital Vidya, our result would be there. How does that happen? So when you create a new website, there is a crawler. It is like a program written by Google as that part of the Google's infrastructure. So Google's program, which is a crawler, crawls your site, means it scans your website, and then as it scans, it indexes it. It indexes various content in its database, and then when there is a relevant query done by a user on search engines, Google throws up results. So before your site can be shown in search engines, your site need to be crawled and indexed. Right, Mr. KB, I hope it answered. Arun, I hope your question about the opportunity of digital marketing for your professional as wealth management is answered. Yuvraj says, does the course also provide Facebook Blueprint certification? Great question, Yuvraj. By the way, Facebook offers a Blueprint certification, which is a paid certification by Facebook. I think it costs around $150 or so. This program helps you prepare for that as well. Now, interestingly, as I shared, Facebook marketing certification is already a module co-created with Facebook. We don't just provide you that certification without paying any additional fee as part of this program. You also get to learn directly aligned with that curriculum. And you got a joint certificate from Facebook and Digital Vidya. But otherwise, yes, if after that you want to take a Facebook Blueprint certification, you can do that. Rahul asked a question, what are the chances of getting placed after this course? Rahul, as I shared, it depends upon your background, but yes, we have a placement cell which takes care of providing various kind of support, including, sharing with you how to create, interesting resume, what kind of job opportunities you can expect, how do you prepare, the placement teams help you, support you doing all the assignments before you go for those interview opportunities. Right? Anupam asks, I'm more keen to use digital marketing skills as part-time. Sure, Anupam, I hope it is answered for you now. Atul, other than CDM, shall somebody go through other special course? So that's part of freelancing, is part of CDM, as I shared. What would be the scope of someone who's interested in freelancing? By the way, lots of you have asked this question. Which is best social media channel for marketing? Nivya had asked a question. Nivya, it depends upon where your audience is. For example, for B2B IT businesses, LinkedIn is likely to be more relevant compared to Facebook, which is likely to be more relevant for B2C consumer-based businesses. But those are not the only ones. A lot of businesses like consumer, again, other consumer interactive, travel, etc., for example, can use video marketing as well very effectively. So it depends upon where your audience is, what are your strengths, what are your skills. Right? Sureka says, I missed the beginning. Okay, Sureka, as I shared, you will get the recording of this session. Mansi said, I'm in the final year of IT engineering. What are the career opportunities? So Mansi, as I shared earlier, answered the question. If you are interested in building a career in digital marketing, lots of engineers are part of this industry today. Is this course recognized internationally? Absolutely. Given the certifications you get as a part of this program and other certifications this program helps you prepare for. In coming years, what is the scope of digital marketing, Umesh? It's only going to become bigger, but the early mover advantage is high today, right? Guys, by the way, we still have a lot of time, and I hope all of you have taken this 2 minutes of feedback. That would be really great support, right? Okay. If you have not done, I request you to do that now. Arun had asked, the principle of book influence is what I'm seeing out. Okay, got it, Arun. Thanks for sharing that. Samson says, I'm confused between various options. So Samson, of course, I will say great about Digital Vidya, right? But I think there are a couple of reasons why where we are today. 9 years, trained 31,000 people, exclusive association with companies like Facebook, Google, WeSkills, and our journey in digital marketing for 18 years are the key reasons why CDMM is industry's most respected and popular program. And I hope today's session probably help you understand the reasoning behind that, right? If you have any question about that, I'll be happy to answer that, Samson. Samson, you also asked, I'm a mass media grad specialized in advertising. Sure, as I shared, if you are in media advertising, absolutely you don't have a choice but to learn digital marketing, right? Prashant asked, what is the scope for freshers? So Prashant, this is a new industry. This is moving very fast. There are not too many experienced people. Lot of job requirement is at the fresher level. So that's why it's only going to be big and going to become bigger. Rakesh, as I'm working in IT and wanted to shift my career in digital marketing, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So Rakesh, as I share, for any entrepreneur, acquiring customers is one of the key elements. And this is medium which helps you do that. Ashita, is there anything else lined up after Q&A for this session? So Ashita, nothing else. I think this is the last part, but I think the most important part as well. Rakesh says, I wanted to open a startup in digital marketing. Sure, Rakesh, you can offer digital marketing services as an agency. A lot of our participants are doing that. A lot of people otherwise do, right? Yuvraj asked, do we also cover digital marketing strategy? I hope that is answered. Facebook Blueprint certification is also answered. Mithali says, I have a question regarding the course. Would you be covering scheduling tools for online marketing as well? Yes, Mithali, there are lots of tools you can use. Tools like TweetDeck you can use, right? So for Twitter, for example, TweetDeck you can use. You can use tools like Buffer for other social media scheduling. Sandeep says, hi Pradeep, I'm from operations background working from last 3 years. Sandeep, okay, maybe you have asked your question in the followed up. What will be the opportunities for me? Okay, Sandeep. So one is, as I shared, if you have up to 2, maybe 3 years, it is possible to switch. Otherwise, for example, if there are people in CRM, then opportunities like social CRM could be relevant. Otherwise, of course, if you are 5 years in accounting as well, or any other area which is not at all related with marketing, freelancing, being an entrepreneur, and maybe expanding your profile are the common reasons. Kanav, yes, absolutely, we provide placement assistance as I shared. Prakhar says, I have around 5 years experience in marketing. I was on a break for 18 months. Sure, Prakhar, I think it's a great opportunity for you to come back by acquiring digital marketing skills. That gap, I think, would be greatly fulfilled using acquiring the skills. And anyways, you don't have a choice but to learn this because you are in marketing. Pawan says, I'm doing my MBA final year. So will this help in future? Pawan, if you are interested in building career in marketing, in consulting, I think you must acquire digital marketing skills. I am sharing based on our experience with even IIM graduates as well. Sandeep says, how you and your team help in getting projects in case I go for freelancing? So Sandeep, we have a specialization module on freelancing, right? So we share with you when you're looking for a freelancing, what kind of opportunities exist? What all can you do? You can become an independent affiliate marketer where you are not doing services for others, but you build your own online channels and promote someone else's products. Or you can offer freelancing as a services company. So we tell you what kind of projects, where can you get those projects, what kind of pricing, how do you create proposal, all of that, we help you do that, right? Mithali says, will web designing management be covered? So Mithali, great question. By the way, in this program, you start by creating your own website or a blog. And that, interestingly, we have chosen a route which does not require any technical skills. Otherwise, web designing is, very wide and broad topic. If you want to really build the depth of web designing, you should spend a few months. But the basics of web designing for you to be able to independently launch your website or a blog are covered in this program. Saket says, I'm BTech student, I'm in final year. Saket, lots of people are from similar background, right? Prakhar says, I have around 5 years of experience. Prakhar, I hope your question is answered. Yuvraj says, as part of this program, what all certification exams would be preparing and appearing for? So Yuvraj, as I shared, one is as part of this program, you take vSkills certification. You get a joint certificate from vSkills and Digital Vidya. You get Digital Vidya certificate of completion. You get Facebook marketing certification exclusively from Digital Vidya and Facebook. You get content marketing certification exclusively from LinkedIn and Digital Vidya. And it helps you prepare for 7 of the Google AdWords, 1 Google Analytics, and HubSpot inbound marketing certification, right? Pradeep, a very good download on digital marketing. Your presentation has been indeed a delight to hear. Will surely join the program. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for answering questions with great clarity. I'm planning to shift abroad, maybe Canada or Thailand. Does this course help me a better step? So, Pramesh, if your question is, are these certifications, is this area globally relevant? Absolutely. Otherwise, your decision about what profile to choose, should you switch or not, I hope is answered based on the earlier slide I shared about opportunity of digital marketing based on years of experience and your profile. Then we have a question. I'm a retail operations guy. How will digital marketing help? So, one opportunity, I don't know how many years of experience you have, but online retail could be one. Like, that could be one strength or a great combination, but I don't know how many years of experience you have, but otherwise there are common benefits as I shared earlier. Shabin says, Shabin, can you ask, okay, I'll check your question again. Or Shabin, can you ask your question again? So M. Mehdi says, how many certificates in all? I think if you look at individual 6 core module certification, you will get around, if you take all exam, 7 of the Google AdWords, 1 Analytics, 1 HubSpot, that would be 9. Then Facebook, LinkedIn, vSkills 12, and then individually 6, 17, 18. But doesn't matter, right? Don't worry about number of certificates. What you get in this program is the experiential learning which you go through. That's far more important than any certificate, I would say. Prakhar says, thanks Pradeep for the session. It was really good. You're welcome, Prakhar. Okay, Shabin says that will help in market research, also placement. I'm from Bangalore. Yeah, Shabin, I had answered your question earlier. Yes, today, a lot of market research companies are using digital marketing for 2 reasons. One, it can help them do even more targeted, relevant audience outreach for their market research. Like you want to target specific age, location, etc. You can do far more effectively if it is done online. That's one. Second is market research organizations use digital marketing to acquire customers. So people who are market researchers, knowledge of digital marketing is very, very relevant, right? So if you want to switch, as I shared, depending upon your years of experience, you can switch. If you have up to 2-3 years of experience from any domain, then definitely we can help you directly with placement support. But otherwise, a lot of our participants with significantly higher years of experience or who wanted to go abroad have been able to fulfill that without even our support, because what you learn in this program is your skills about how to leverage channels like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. That is going to be very, very relevant for you, right? Raja says, I'm into real estate sales from last 12 years. I'm planning to go abroad. Will this course help me? So great. I can see a lot of people interested in going abroad. I think digital marketing is going to take a lot of talent away from India. So Raja, it really depends. Right now, if you are only doing sales using traditional mediums, but if you acquire digital marketing skills, you remain still in sales or business development, then you look at a global real estate company which provides, which values, holistic skills about customer acquisition. But I wouldn't say that you learn digital marketing to apply as a fresher in digital marketing, because after 12 years, becoming a fresher in digital marketing would be, going really down. Yeah, Shabin, you will see, by the way, some of you might have asked a question, or you would have seen lots of content around digital marketing, so many courses as well, right? There is so much freely available content as well. You will see courses at 5,000 rupees as well. You will see courses at maybe 1,000 rupees and less as well. And that's true for any kind of education today. But if you really want to master digital marketing in a structured environment, trained by 15 program leaders, over 240 learning hours, over 140 hours of practical assignments, getting those exclusive certifications, getting that placement support, getting trained by leadership team which has 18 years of experience, then you pay this price. There are programs at much higher price as well. Hopefully some point of time in coming months we will raise the price, because we believe that what has gone into creating this and delivering this is really high. But I can honestly tell Shabin, there is no end to the price on either side, but for the value we deliver, I think it is a well-justified price. Mehdi, I hope your question is also answered. Shabin, regarding placement, I've already answered that. Prakhar says, do you offer digital marketing training in traditional classroom? Not, Prakhar, we don't do that. As I shared, since 2013, we are only offering our courses in a pure instructor-led online fashion. I've already shared all the reasons. 15 industry experts training you, not possible in any single city. We don't want to compromise on the quality, and we also give you a lot of special privileges because it's online. And we are anyway talking of learning online marketing. So if you don't embrace this online medium, how we are going to start using digital marketing to our advantage, right? Shabin, I hope it answered that. It is very easy for us to offer in an offline medium, but we don't because there are the reasons I shared. Sandeep says, during this course, if you face a problem, will your team be able to help? Absolutely, Sandeep. You have a full support system. You have a lifetime support actually. After your program is completed, you continue to get the recordings, the access to the program. You want to review. You will have a course coordinator whom you can speak on the phone as well. There is a learning management system. So all of that, it's online doesn't mean you don't have a support system. You have support system throughout. Right? So it is actually far less difficult compared to offline, Shabin. Because in offline, between two live offline classes, the support structure breaks. Because everything is online, you are able to have far reliable support structure. Anupam says, one last question, Pradeep. How does it fit in someone's profiles who works in data analytics? Okay, great. So Anupam, it depends upon what you're doing in data analytics. For example, marketing analytics is an overlap between marketing and analytics, or even digital marketing and data science. But if you're doing hard coding related work purely about creating back-end algorithms or structures, then you may not. But if your role involves creating technical solutions for marketing domain, you want to get into marketing analytics, then it makes sense because then you will be able to understand and appreciate those terms, right? I hope it answered. Dikshita says inbound marketing certification is also covered. Yes, Dikshita, HubSpot inbound marketing certification. You are prepared for that certification because we spent 4 weeks alone on inbound marketing. Right? You're welcome, Shabin. Guys, we still have time. If you have any more question, I'll be happy to answer that. And it's 4:21. If I'll still wait for a couple of more seconds. If you have a question, you're welcome to ask me. And if any one of you has not filled this feedback about today's session, I really, really request you to do that. Right? Okay, guys. Let me see if there are any more. Oh, there are questions. I welcome all the questions. Umesh says, after learning digital marketing, just a fresher, is it recommended to work as a freelancer or work with some company initially? Great question, Umesh. I wouldn't say one. I wouldn't take opinion on either side. Right? Because I myself worked in industry for only 1 year and then I started my first venture. There are advantages of working in industry for a couple of years before you become on your own, and there are advantages of being on your own. It really depends upon what preferences do you have. A lot of people want and prefer networking, interaction, support structure, working in a multinational company because that provides you a lot of flexibilities and facilities and opportunities as well. But a lot of people want independence. A lot of people don't want to be dependent upon fixed salary. They don't want to close their doors for growth except annual appraisals. So all of those are the opportunities of being on your own. Like DP Vishwakarma, who's our participant, alumni now, he earns 1 lakh plus as a freelancer. If he had continued as a digital marketing professional as an employee, I don't think, given he has just 3 years of experience, he would have got more than 40,000-50,000. Right? So to break through that limitation, he could do that. But not everyone is successful. Also, there is a risk side as well. Right? So, Mesh, I wouldn't say one is better than other. It depends upon your aspirations, and that's how you can choose. Prashant says, is there any programming in digital marketing? Prashant, not required, as I shared earlier. The maximum you need to know is HTML, and that is taken care in this program. Dikshita says, I'm repeating this question, would want to know if all certificates are valid worldwide. So Dikshita, there are too many certifications, right? If you look at Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, HubSpot, all of those are international, global, valid brands. And even B-Skills is a Government of India initiative, right? But the real value of this program, and why a lot of our alumni are being able to go abroad, not because of the certification alone, because of the practical experience, exposure they got through this program, right? But I hope, Dikshita, I answered your question. Umesh says, I even worked with Reliance Industries for 13 months. Got it. Shabin says, any specific system laptop requirement? Oh, great question, Shabin. You don't need anything special. As long as you can attend this session today, you are ready to start this journey. Yes, so Umesh, I hope I answered this. Yeah, sure. This is a colorful field, a lot of interesting work. And as I shared, if spending time on Facebook can become your job, what could be better than that? What are programs? So I don't know what's your name. I don't get your name, but there are so many options as I shared earlier, right? Great, guys. I hope I have been able to answer all your questions. If you still have any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer that. Otherwise, assuming I have been able to answer all your questions, I wish you great journey ahead. As I had shared earlier, if you genuinely think that digital marketing can help you grow in your career, help you start your first job, help you grow your business, don't put this opportunity one fine day in future. And I'm telling you based on my own experience, right? So with that, I wish you great week ahead, a great journey ahead. Looking forward to, seeing many of you back in this journey, as I could see from your poll results. And thank you so much once again for your active participation in today's session. And I got an opportunity to share our experience because of you guys. Right, guys? Take care. And also, we'll be sharing with you the recording of this session. Right? Take care, guys. I'm finally closing this session. I got one more question. Let me stop. Shabin says one last question. If I send my curriculum, will you spend give an honest advice? I don't know. Are you saying your resume, Shabin? Yeah, you're most welcome. You're most welcome to share that. All of you would be receiving my email IDs, my emails from my side as well. pradeep.chopra@digitalvidya.com, right? So you're most welcome to share that. You're welcome, Sanjay. I got it. I got your name. Thanks, guys. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.